Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you here.
Wedge in here.
Yeah,
I don't have the same problem Al did. It's just all the stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, your safety's on the gun, right? I don't want that going off over here.
Yeah, either do I. Al and I would hate something bad to happen to you.
Yeah, I think he said that kind of mockingly. By the way, I got a deal on a car. If you need a fleet of police cars.
At $83 a month, I'm in.
That's perfect.
Didn't he say he was going to pick up the change?
Yeah, good. We got that on tape, too. So I think that'll stand up in a court of law. Well, what's going on? Tell us all about Mesa. I'm not a Mesa resident. I think you saw to that. But
Gilbert's nice for you.
Tell me something good. I know the crime's gone down, except for the second Friday morning of every month. Other than that, tell us something good.
I'll tell you real quick, you know, the mayor being up here, it's great to follow because 4 years ago when he and the council picked me to be the next police chief for the city of Mesa, the mayor's mission was to build a better Mesa. And my mission was to dovetail off of that, which was to build a safer Mesa. And that has come true in the sense that the FBI crime statistics have just come out. And for cities over 400,000 people, Mesa has come back as the third safest city in the nation for violent crime and the fourth safest for property crime. And we've never even been in the top 10.
Wow, that's awesome. So what do you attribute that to?
You know, we changed our policing philosophy. We wanted to reconnect with the community. If you see something, say something has been kind of our motto. We wanted to build a new trust between the citizens of Mesa and the police department. If you called us and asked us for something, that we would respond, we would provide that. We tried to get police officers out of the cars, communicating with the public, and then really drugs drive crime, and our street level drug arrest and drug interdiction have gone up about 28% over the last 4 years. And if you deal with drugs, you deal with so many other things that are tangential to that, property crime, identity theft, vehicle thefts, burglaries, drugs drive that.
Sure. What's your background prior to becoming the police chief of Mesa?
I spent 25 years at the Phoenix Police Department, and that time there was invaluable to me professionally. It really was a PhD in leadership and problem solving. Very fast-moving police department, very competitive for promotion and opportunity, and there was just a lot of things going on. You know, I'm a native Phoenician. When I joined the Phoenix Police Department, there were about 12 or 1,300 of us. When I left, there were almost 4,000. So it grew very fast around me.
Now, I heard a rumor you've done some stand-up.
Yeah, that rumor is accurate. But it's a problem, though. Nobody really wants their police chief to do stand-up.
Well, yeah, it's weird. It's just once again one of the life's coincidences. I used to be a police chief.
That is weird. Crazy.
I know, that's great.
Now, I keep thinking the mayor and I might do a little shtick later, but I don't know.
Well, where did you do some stand-up, just out of curiosity?
Well, and one of the little known facts from Frankie's Almanac is that...
Frankie's Almanac.
Yeah, it's...
Which is out on Amazon. You can...
it's available. When I got out of high school, I went to Central High School in Phoenix. My first college was the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in Pasadena, California. And I know you're thinking, and you became a cop, and I don't know how that all worked out, but it did, and it's been great. But when I was in high school, I did a little stand-up comedy at the Playboy Club in downtown Phoenix. They had an amateur night there, which has since gone. And then when I was in California, there was a place called the Ice House in Pasadena and the Comedy Store in LA, and we did shows there.
Well, you made a good career move. It's easier to get on Cops than it is the Tonight Show. So.
Well, I'll tell you that it's just a good thing that we didn't chronicle our lives back then, because I may not be here today.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So you told us about how you've come over the last 4 or 5 years. What do you see in the future of Mesa? Are you going to even cut crime even more?
You know, I hope so, and I hope we just enhance our model. You know, When I got here, we were right in the middle of the budget crisis, and we continued to cut. And I think I'd been the chief for about 6 minutes, and the city manager said, hey, you need to find another $6 million out of your budget. And I was like, oh, whew, no problem, that'll be easy. And $6 million of $150 million is substantial, especially when, roughly 80% of the budget is people. So if you don't want to cut people, you have to find other things to cut. And I think what we look for in the future is more efficiency. I hired a guy out of the Arizona Criminal Justice Commission. His name's Bill Cheif, and he is an IT technical mastermind. And we, over the last 4 years, with his assistance, have put a lot of technology at the fingertips of the police officers. There is a two-finger fast identification. You don't have identification with you. We don't know who you are. We can take your 2 fingers and put it on a device inside the squad car, and it will run you through the automated fingerprint indexing system, and will identify you and tell you who you are. We don't have to haul you anywhere. We don't have to do anything. Some people just don't have ID, and some people are hiding from the law. We partnered with IBM and CopLink, which is kind of a Google search engine for police officers, part of a license plate, a tattoo, scar, a mark, a nickname. You can basically Google that or put it through CopLink and glean information back from that system, available again, fingertips of the officers in the car. And then really to increase transparency, we're instituting the Axon on-body camera, and it's basically a camera that sits on the officer's head and records their encounters with the public. And really what drove that was everybody had a smartphone and everybody was taking pictures of officers at provocative moments, but nobody got to see the entire incident. You don't have the whole picture. You don't know what happened before that provocative moment. You don't have the ambient noise that's happening. You can't hear what the dispatcher's saying to the officer. Well, with this camera, which kind of duplicates or replicates the ability of the human eye so it doesn't make things better or enhance things at night, it's able to document the whole event. So if something does happen, we're able to show the public and the investigators the entire event of what happened, and really increase the awareness of the officer, because everybody's politer when they're on camera. Yeah, that's both sides, but because you're accountable for that. And it was met with some resistance at first, and I think now we've seen through our study with Arizona State University that the complaints against the officers have gone down about 61%. Wow. And the use of force that the officers have to use has gone down 28%. So it's safer, and the truth remains a constant, whether it's on video or whether it's in written report. It's a constant.
That's interesting too. Yeah, wow, that's awesome. That's good to know. And I'm just a note to self: stay out of Mesa.
I would assume, though, if we found you in a traffic stop with an Axon camera, that we could actually play it here and it would be enjoyable.
Oh. There's always next month. Well,
what are you driving? Al, what's he driving?
We'll talk to Al. 300 something.
With a sunroof.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We know you're busy. What do you do after this? Back to the station?
It's back to the station. It's Friday's catch-up day. For most of Mesa, it's closed today. Unfortunately, the police department's a 24-hour operation. Sure. But it's easy to get a lot of things done on Friday because there's not a lot of people around.
Well, that's great. Well, we really appreciate it.
You bet.
Keep up the good work, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.